All right, so we have. This is why you never make Wemby mad. Okay, you know Wemby is having a good season right now. You know the Spurs currently second in the West. You know, this is gonna be an interesting. This is gonna be interesting. You know, down the line. And now let's see. You know, Wemby is definitely. I mean, what do you guys think is his projection for his greatness? Do you guys think he's he's going to accomplish so much, or is he just gonna keep getting injured and then that's going to be it? What do you guys think?
A superstar, but the NBA also created something else, a trash-talking monster.
Some people are built for this movement.
Shouldn't be moving like this, bro. Get out the way, Chet.
Some aren't.
Get that out of there, Chet.
Recently, we watched Wemby go viral as he not only beat the Thunder, he ruthlessly trash-talked Chet Holmgren in the process. But the NBA has spent the last decade trying to soften
Wemby is the Thunder killer.
Stop the trash talk, stop the on-court drama, but let's be honest. The game was more fun when stars like Kobe and Jordan not only embarrassed you, they made sure you felt it. And calling Wemby a 7'5" giant with a Kobe-like trash-talking streak sounds extreme until we look at where he came from.
France?
Because Wemby's journey to a trash-talking menace has 3 warnings that the NBA has ignored. And the first warning came in the form of his game versus Scoot Henderson, where we were shown, give Wemby a rival and he's going to die. Because back in October of 2022, Wemby was supposed to be given a test. The NBA set up 2 games between projected #1 pick Victor Wembanyama's French team, the Metropolitans 92, and the G League Ignite, featuring projected #2 pick Scoot Henderson. We thought this was a battle for #1, but instead, by the time this game was done, Wemby literally said about Scoot, he's really a great player. If I was never born, I think he would deserve the first spot. Giving us the most polite but ruthless trash talk we have heard from an 18-year-old, and in their games, Scoot played well. Game 1 saw him score 28 points, and then Scoot was injured in Game 2, but Wemby more than backed up his talk. He sent the NBA a message with 37 points, 5 blocks, and 7 threes. We were watching a teenager who actually had limitless GOAT potential, but nobody saw the trash-talking beast that was emerging. In another pre-draft interview, Wemby said, I was built for this, and my goal is to be something you've never seen. Showing us confidence from a teenager.
I mean, you already are, but hey.
We weren't looking at a humble star.
He already is something we've never seen, but hey, keep going for it, bro.
Instead, we're looking at a 7'5" giant with Kobe levels of confidence. But again, the NBA didn't want to focus on trash talk. They focused on lines such as Steph saying,
yeah, he's like a 2K creative player, cheat code type vibe.
And videos like Anthony Davis going viral for staring at Wemby like he was meeting an actual alien. Only, it was this trash talk that set the stage for what was going to come next. Insane defensive dominance mixed with warning #2. But before we continue, I would like to thank DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's
Okay, you guys go subscribe to his thing.
It's a paid bigger. So again, new content to draft players in NBA history have averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds. Let's get back into that video.
Okay.
Only 10 players in NBA history have averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game in a single season. Wemby did it as a rookie, but that was not the most impressive part of his year. Because as a rookie, Victor finished second in the Defensive Player of the Year race, and again, we got trash talk that turned...
You guys think he should have gotten that award? Because obviously, I've heard a lot of people say and, basically make the argument that Wemby should have been the one to get that Defensive Player of the Year award over Rudy Gobert, which I do agree with. Reason why I say this is because, I believe Wemby was the better defender that year because, he had bigger individual defensive impact. I say that because he erased shots, he covered more ground, he guarded more positions, and also he just completely changed how offenses played when he was on the floor. Okay, like Rudy Gobert just really like won because he anchored the league's best team defense. Okay, but if you isolate pure defensive ability and impact, Wemby was way more dominant defensively, even as a rookie. Because the league have like this bias, towards rookies. Like they hold them to like a higher bar, but it's like, bro, if you like, you're gonna hold Wemby at a higher bar, but he was definitely objectively a better defender than Rudy Gobert. It's like that right there would be enough. Like I would understand like the bias where it's like, or if he was almost as good as Gobert, or just as good as him, then they would go ahead and still give it to Rudy. But like, bro, he was better than him, so it's like, bro, they should have they should have just gave it to him. But whatever, bro. It is what it is. I mean, that's my take on it. What do you guys think?
Some of the guys I've been watching growing up, I'm not disappointed, but I'm like that's it.
Why we weren't seeing a pattern yet, I'm not sure. But when asked about the Defensive Player of the Year race, Wemby said, "I know that Rudy has a very good chance of winning it this year. Let him win it now, because after that, it's no longer his turn." Yes, it was. And we do know that if not for injuries, Wemby would have won Defensive Player of the Year last year and would also win it this year. But here's the thing. We might see an even crazier version of Victor Wembanyama emerge because Chet Holmgren is now the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. If we remember, Chet was forced to sit out what should have been his rookie season with an injury of his own. So that meant that Wemby and Chet were now going head-to-head for Rookie of the Year. And when Wemby is given a rival, he not only responds, he does his best to demoralize that man. Wemby ran away with the Rookie of the Year race, and now, as we are seeing, Chet Holmgren is essentially forced into a rivalry with Wemby that he didn't ask for. Because Wemby choosing Chet as his direct rival is warning number 3. Back in February of 2024, the seeds were planted. We can see this tweet from their rookie seasons that read, "Wemby doesn't like Chet." In the video, we see Chet wandering, trying to say good game to Wemby, as Wemby completely ignores him. Victor does this to send a message that he is not friends with any opponent he's trying to beat. Against Giannis, after a close loss, we can watch as Wemby completely ignores Giannis and just walks off the court. But with Chet, it's different. It is more personal. Just a month earlier in that rookie year, we had a separate moment where Wemby went through Chet's chest, dunked him, and then stared at him.
Trucking this dude.
Was clearly marked by Wemby. But when Chet was asked about this rivalry by Paul George,
people will be like, "Y'all got beef?" I'm like, "Beef? Honestly, don't even know the guy."
Chet's thoughts are he's barely spoken to Wemby, so they can't be rivals. But you don't always choose your rivals. Back before the 1993 finals, Charles Barkley thought Michael Jordan was his friend. As the story goes, the two of them played golf before the finals, and Mike gifted Chuck $20,000 earrings. When asked why he did this, he responded, Chuck, won't get in my way the rest of the series. What's $20,000 to me? Charles thinks we're great friends. I hate that fat. Wemby has not made Chet, and it goes deeper. Wemby already did not like Chet, but this rivalry has grown deeper because of this.
What do you think the motivation is?
Might be check out a championship. I was told by somebody inside that room that Wemby is motivated by Chet.
When asked about Chet directly this year, Wemby said in French, "At least from a basketball standpoint, there's no comparison." In a pre-recorded segment, he also so clearly disrespected Chet that Dirk Nowitzki was mad at Wemby. Here's what Wemby said.
What do you force each other to tap into?
Yeah, everything is on the court, bringing MVP, so anybody is hard to guard when you have to help on the MVP.
Dirk would say,
I didn't love that answer. To me, it's too swaggy, too dismissive of Chet, but hey, they might have something going, and can't wait. Get the popcorn out.
They certainly
Dirk
do have something going.
Nowitzki.
Chet Holmgren is Victor Wembanyama's direct competition in every sense. They're nearly
He
the
chose
same
him.
age, they play the same position, they both have the games of modern centers where they can shoot, guard multiple positions, and their rivalry started early. They played each other in the U19 Cup final where Chet and Team USA won. So Wemby's anger has been building here. And the Thunder are also the Spurs' direct rivals in the West. They are standing in the way of all of Wemby's goals. So it's not just Chet who gets trash talk. We saw Wemby come after Alex Caruso too.
Watched by Caruso. Wembanyama got it back, fires. Look at him. Yeah, you little.
Victor Wembanyama has made it clear. He wants to be the best player of all time. He also thinks he's already the best player in the NBA right now.
Who is the best player in the NBA right now?
When I would come back on the court, I think it'll be me.
We know Victor's potential. We know what he can become, but what we didn't know was that once he started becoming great, the trash talk was going to ramp up. Kobe didn't come into the league trash talking everyone. He was confident, but the trash talk came when he started to show that he was a force. That is what is happening in front of our eyes with Wemby. So the only question we're now left with is, what kind of legendary stories are we about to watch? So there we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I think you're really going to like the videos that are currently on the screen. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting.
Hey, what do you guys think of this, though? What do you guys think of this, Wemby thing? Do you guys think Wemby will, live up to the expectations, or? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.